So in the morning class, we have seen the sending, getting feedback after sending the messages, getting feedback after sending the message with the broadcast receiver and two pending events. One is sent intent and another one is delivered intent, we have seen. Now in the code, we are able to find that sent intent pi. In that set intent, we have created pending intent objects in the onCreate method. One is sent intent, another one is delivered intent, we have seen. So both are the broadcast receiver objects to trace out and to find out the status and progress of the event, right? These two pending intent objects will be used to send broadcast later when an SMS message has been sent, that is SMS sent and delivered. So on the resume method, you then registered two broadcast receivers. The one is SMS sent, another one is SMS delivered, right? So these are the snippet code which we have seen. If you want to allow the SMS service from your application, you are required to register the receiver. If you don't want to allow, you just unregister. Means you need not to delete the service of SMS. It is not possible to delete permanently, since permanently it is not possible to delete the entire service of it. See, register receiver for registration means you can receive the SMS sent from other. Register receiver, SMS delivered receiver means you can deliver, means you can send the SMS from your phone to other phone. SMS sent receiver, it is delivered confirmation. This is sent receiver, that is on the way to send, means whether you can find out whether that SMS message is left your phone on the way to reach the destination. These two with the help of intent filter, you are finding whether message has sent and message has delivered. So within each broadcast receiver, you are required to override the method called as onReceive method to get the current result. So with the help of get base context information, you are obtaining the information of status of whether the message is sent or delivered. The two pending intent objects are passed into the last two arguments of the send text message method. That's it, SMS message manager SMS get default. This send text message phone number. This is the SMS center, delivery center, message delivery center. The context of the message, sent PI indent, pending intent, delivered pending intent. These two are used for check the status of processing of your application. In this case, whether a message has been sent correctly or failed to be delivered, you will be notified of its state via the two pending intent objects. So on pause method, you can unregister these two broadcast receivers objects. Okay, we have seen this discussion in the morning. Now this is one way of sending and receiving the message, sending and confirming the message delivery. Another way is sending SMS using intent, sending SMS messages using intent. Intent is an object acts as a glue between two activities in an same application or in two different applications, what we have seen in the last class. Say using SMS manager class, you can send SMS messages from within your application without the need to involve the built-in messaging application. From one activity to another activity, how you can send the messages? Using intent. What we have seen in program lab program number 2. 3 activities we have created. We are sending one activity information to another activity information with the help of the intent. See, to activate the built-in messaging application from within your application, you can use an intent object. So you can use an intent object together with the MIME type, VND, Android, directory, MMS, SMS. This is the MIME type you require to include to send and receive the SMS using intent. The snippet code to send the SMS using intent object is intent I, object I, new intent. First parameter, the parameter you need to pass is Android dot content. In the content, intent dot action view. What action view? Put extra method is used to put the to address. This is SMS message body and this is the MIME type. You need to put all these to address, message body and MIME type, and you pass that to the start activity method. In this way you can push the messages using intent object. Clear? Then note that like this. This is to address. This is, I think it is visible, right? This is to address panel. Upper portion 5560, this is to address a panel. 3 numbers you mentioned means you are sending the same message, hello my friends, to the 3 different destinations. To separate the one destination to another, you require to put the comma or semicolon, right? The numbers will be separated using commas in the messaging application. Like one example it is shown here. I think it is visible to you, right? Comma is used to separate the, delimiter is used to separate to send the same hello friends message to 3 people. How, what is the method you used here? You use the intent object to send the SMS within an application. So receiving SMS. See the screenshot what it is shown here. Two buttons are used, one for send SMS, another for send SMS using intent. This is an illustration of demonstration of both. Using programmatical sending the SMS using built-in manager, SMS manager. The second one is using intent. So in addition to the sending SMS, you can also receive incoming SMS messages using broadcast receiver object. Okay, not only sending messages from your phone, it is also possible to receive the SMS with the help of from the receiver broadcast objects. So look into the snippet code of it. Screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in the Android manifest file, permissions are needed as usual. Previously, which permission we use? We use this permission, send SMS permission. Now the another permission line is required to receive the SMS is permission dot receive SMS. Right, remaining is same. And here in the previous case we sent an SMS to outside the world. Now you are receiving from the outside the world to your phone. For that so you set all the required parameters and initialization in the beginning. Bundle intent dot get extra, you are fetching the intent information which is sent through intent object with the help of the get extras method. Here you are retrieving that in the bundle. And messages, if it is a single message, one, otherwise there is a possibility of multiple messages continuously if you are receiving from outside the world. So to display SMS received from so and so, you are using string. So you are checking bundle. If bundle is not equal to null, means some content is there with the intent. You are fetching each message from the intent object with the help of the for loop. So object bundle dot get object, you are retrieving the each message from the pendant intent object, and you are finding the length of it, how many number of messages present in the messages of the intent. With the help of the looping, you are fetching one at a time the messages, and each messages which will be stored as a different string of messages objects, messages 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Then after retrieving the messages, you are going to display with the help of the get message body and displaying the new SMS onto a toast message. With the help of the toast notification, you are retrieving the messages which is sent from the intent, and you are pushing onto the body, message body, and you are pushing onto the toast.
Sir,
Yes.
your screen is not visible, sir.
This code is visible.
No, sir, it is not visible, sir.
Code is not visible, huh?
It's visible, sir, for her maybe.
Not visible. 1 minute. Now
It is visible, sir. It's visible.
visible, right? So here from the presentation, you may be understand that this toast message SMS from message it is getting displayed, right? Visible, right? Here,
Yes, sir.
here toast message is visible. SMS from the number, which phone number sent SMS to you, this is the message you are obtaining from that SMS sender. This is the toast message. Where it is displaying? It is displaying in the message body of this, activity, right? With the help of broadcast receiver object, you are able to receive the SMS from the intent objects. Suppose if you want to control to stop DND, do not disturb service, so then you require to put under this one, to prevent an incoming message from being handled by the built-in messaging application. Your application just needs to handle the message before the message application has the chance to do so. It means that you can set the Android priority attribute to the intent filter element like this. So receiver, Android name SMS receiver in the manifest file, you can use the intent filter Android priority set to 100. And the action, what action you need to define? Android.provider.telephony package In that SMS received action you need to define under the action.xml file. So priority set to 100, where you are pushing onto the intent filter. What is the meaning? If set this attribute to a high number such as 100, the higher the number, the earlier Android executes your application. When an incoming message is received, your application will execute first, and you can decide what to do with the message. To prevent other application from seeing this message, simply call the abort broadcast method in your broadcast receiver class. To stop receiving the SMS messages, just call the abort broadcast method, which is defined under the broadcast receiver class. We'll see the snippet code. See, sending SMS as usual, just I am switching directly to the abort broadcast. Visible? So this means current context of the application is going to be avoided to receiving the message. Okay? Abort broadcast method is used to stop receiving the message from the external entity. Clear? Okay, I will start discussion of related to the SMS messaging service. Using programmatically we can send, using intent also we can receive, we can stop even receiving the message we have seen. So this is about your related to the SMS service in your mobile Android application. Okay. So sending email, we will discuss this sending email in the next coming session. Thank you. Any doubt is there? If you have any doubt, we can have a short discussion. Thank you. Any questions are there?
No,